So in a real estate transaction, there will be a buyer and a seller. And when buyer purchases an immobile property like plot, house, land or apartment from the seller, he will enter an agreement of sale. And agreement of sale has a couple of important clauses, and there will be some miscellaneous clauses. The important clauses are when the balance payment will be given by the buyer, what is the advance payment, and what is the date of registration, and other miscellaneous clauses. If you consult an advocate, there will be one more additional clause called penalty clauses. What if the agreement fails? What if the agreement is not performed? What if the agreement is defaulted by the buyer or the seller? Anybody can default the agreement. The default by the buyer could be that he fails to pay the balance or the remaining sale consideration, and the default from the seller could be he could change his mind, or he might have got a better offer, therefore he want to cancel the contract and sell it to a better buyer. Now if buyer defaults, seller has to give a termination notice, and if buyer is aggrieved with the termination notice, buyer has to go to court and ask for perform the agreement, ask for a direction to the seller to perform the agreement, otherwise court will perform the agreement, and also question the termination notice which is in between the buyer and the seller, which was created by the seller after entering the agreement. So if buyer has to go to court, buyer has to question the termination notice, and then he should ask for performing the agreement. Now today I am going to share with you an exception. The exception is that the buyer need not question the termination notice if the termination notice itself is illegal. If the buyer is performing the agreement, or if buyer is abiding by the agreement of sale without any issues, and still a termination notice is sent by the seller, then buyer can ignore the termination notice. This is what I wanted to share with you. Thank you.